Hey, how is everybody doing? I am so excited to be here. Tremendous Tuesday. Hope that you're making it a great Tuesday. This is yet another one of my weekly YouTube lives, doing a little different than our Facebook lives. Um, and this week, one of the topics I want to talk about is based on this book by a lady called Peggy McCall. Sorry, I keep messing this up with the mirror. Peggy McCall. It's called The Demand Principle. It's an amazing book. I suggest you all invest in it at some point. It's wow, mind blowing. So I just want to read some of them. I looked at a bunch of these chapters. I've been reading it for the last week and a half, week, and I kind of skipped around. It's something my coach and mentor has taught me. Like, don't necessarily think you have to read a book, especially a book on development or something that if it's not just like a linear thing. Read whatever speaks to you at the time. So I kind of went and jumped ahead to chapter 12, and chapter 12 is called You Are Worthy. So I'm just going to read this one paragraph to you real quick, and then I want to talk a little bit about it real quick. So, luxuriate in the idea that you deserve to be happy. After all, happiness is an inside job. Inside job. Come back to that. It's not a destination, hint, but a way of being. The same goes for self worth and success. Stop listening to the doubters, the dream stealers, the naysayers, the haters. That's not here. I did that. Of the world who you would have you remain with them in the ranks of mediocre. In most cases, they aren't consciously trying to hold you back, but nonetheless, if you allow them to influence you, they are. This book's about a lot of things. It talks about demanding more of yourself and demanding more of reality by speaking into existence the things that you really want. One of the key things I think, and one of the things I see, and I've experienced myself, when you decide, make it a committed decision with emotion that you're going to go achieve something of extraordinary, definiteness of purpose, something that's outside of your comfort zone, something that you've never done before. You have to be very, very careful, especially in the beginning, who you share that with. One of the key things you need to do is surround yourself with people who are like-minded, who want to support that concept. Because, like it says, most people, and they may be friends, they may be family, they may be people close to you, they're going to be the ones who are not comfortable with this aspiration of growth. They might be the ones who are going to tell you, well, gosh, you should be careful. Don't do that. Well, that's risky. Why would you why would you take why would you quit that job and do something so riskful? There's so much security. That's their paradigm, and that's your paradigm. But if you allow them to tell you, if you allow them to steal your dream, as you will, that's on you. Part of this book is about demanding more of yourself. I mean, it's also about demanding more from the universe, saying like, "Hey, I deserve this. I am worthy," and that's what this chapter is about: is being worthy. But if you don't feel that you're worthy of the dream that you kind of want, it'd be awesome if it came true, but I'm not willing to do the work. Not gonna happen. You're gonna be waiting for the rest of the end of time, and all the people around you who were trying to, they didn't mean, they weren't ill willed. They weren't trying to hold you back. They didn't mean to, but everything that you were trying to do was violating the same paradigm that was violating yours. If you allow that to happen, you destine yourself to a life of mediocrity. You have to demand, believe that you're worthy. You have to commit daily to demanding that you're worthy, to knowing that you're worthy, to believing that you're worthy. It doesn't matter if I tell you you're worthy. I know you're worthy. I know I'm worthy. but only you can decide for yourself that you want to believe you're worthy and that you're willing to do what is required. One of the other quotes towards the end. Sorry, I can come back to this, but there's so much good stuff in here. This is what I want to share with you guys. So a lot of times I come in here and I say a lot of awesome things that I've learned, and then I talk about it a little bit. But I want to share something you could do. Okay, so this is something you could do. I share this with my sister and a friend of mine. This is something you could do daily. So I challenge you. Whoever is like tuned in and listening. Say this every day in front of the mirror. 10 seconds. 10 or heck, come on, commit 10 minutes, 5 minutes. Right after you get out of the shower, if you've done your shaving or whatever, sorry, girls, whatever you do, the hair fixing, an extra 5 to 10 minutes and say this. I love you. I adore you. I'm proud of you. You can have, do, and be anything you want. You deserve to have and do and be anything you want. Say that 10 times. At first, it's going to be a little like, this is weird. I'm looking at myself in the mirror and I'm saying these weird things. That's when you know you're doing something right. That's your paradigm saying, oh, no, don't do that. Don't listen. Push that out of your head and just keep going. Do it for 30 days at least. I challenge you to do it for 90 consecutively. Say it with emotion. Say it as if your life depends on it, because it might very well. And I don't mean like that if you don't say this, something bad's gonna happen. I don't mean that. What I mean is, if you want something more, if you want more than just average or mediocre, because I don't even think mediocre is average. I think mediocre is below average. Mediocre is scraps on the floor that's left for people who decided that they don't want to do anything. And no offense, but if you want nothing more than just average or below average or whatever you're given, that's not living. So I challenge you to do this. Say it 5 to 10 times in the mirror every day. That's literally maybe 5 minutes of your day. I guarantee you there's 5 minutes you can spare. Tell me, someone say that they don't have 5 minutes they can spare. I'm going to laugh at you. You've got 5 minutes. You can find 5 minutes to say this 10 times for 90 days. And then come back to me and say it with emotion. At first, it's going to be like, but keep saying it. Keep saying it. Keep saying it. Eventually, you'll start believing it. And then start to see what happens in your life. Anyway, probably taking up too much time. I just wanted to say one thing to a friend of mine. I had dinner with him last Friday. His name is Andy. Hey, man, I appreciate your support. I appreciate all the kind words, the love you gave me. And, you really said some things that I wasn't aware of. And I appreciate you for that. So hope you're all having a great Tuesday. Make it a great day. I'll talk to you soon.